Hey everybody, Sinister Lex here. Today we're talking about how to identify shitty clients and why you should not work with them. But before we get into that, remember to rate, comment, subscribe, click that get notification bell if you want my notifications. Get out of here, little fuzzy. Make sure that you drop down into the free Discord chat if you want to hang out with me and all the other cool freelancers in there who are making money, making progress, and getting ahead in life. Now, we're going to talk about how to identify crap clients that you don't want to work with. It's obvious why you should not want to work with these people, I think. But some people take crappy clients for whatever reason. You know, they do it because they feel like they don't have the leverage to make demands. They feel like they don't have enough clients to be telling clients how things are going to work. So I wanted to address this because I know some people are really struggling with this. And if you're thinking about joining the 100K Upwork challenge in the Discord chat, if that's something that's on your mind, or even if you just want to make money on Upwork within the next year, then you need to overcome this, and you need to be able to identify clients who suck and not work with those people, no matter how much money they're willing to throw at you, no matter how little leverage you think you have to say no. Just say no. It's like the drug campaign. Just say no. So let's start with identifying these crap clients. There's just a couple things that you need to look out for. I think a lot of people get confused about, am I looking for the amount they've spent? Am I looking for, are they a crappy client if they haven't worked on Upwork before? Is that what indicates it? The answer is no. What you're looking for are, oh man, there's a number of things. So let's start with their pricing. Whenever a client reaches out and contacts you, let's say whether you are scanning through their job posts or they have invited you to a gig, the first thing you want to look at is how, if they have paid out people, what is the average rate? Is their average rate $2? Is it $5? Is it very low? Is it less than $20 an hour? If it is, you probably don't want to work with those people. They're not going to pay you very much. That indicates that they value cheap work. They value cheap freelancers, budget freelancers. If they have very low rates, don't even bother. Second thing, if they have feedback, do they have feedback? If they have feedback, is it good feedback or is it crap feedback? Do they have 3 stars, 1 star? Do they have 5 stars? I want clients who have 5 stars, 4 stars maybe, but mostly 4 stars and above. But does that mean I won't work with them if they don't have any stars or if they haven't billed any hours, they haven't worked with a freelancer? No. That does not indicate that they're a bad client. Just because they haven't worked with somebody doesn't mean that they're a bad client. And this is where the client call comes in. Getting people on a phone call so you can talk to them and discover whether or not they're a fit for you. And to that end, we have to talk about phone calls. So that's the next indicator of crap clients. If a client will not get on a phone call with you, that means phone, Skype, Zoom, Google Hangouts, Upwork video, whatever messenger or chat system you use, if they won't at least get on a voice call, even if it's not a video call, then they're not a good client. You don't want to work with those people. If you take clients without getting on a call, you're going to get the lowest rates. You're going to get clients who are up your ass all day long, and they're going to suck. And you're going to have very unclear communications. You're going to have to constantly reach out to those clients and ask them what they want and how things have to work because it wasn't clearly established on the call, and it wasn't even clear if you could help them or not. All right, the next one. So we got, that was getting on a call, checking their feedback, checking their hourly rates. Next thing is going to be when they invite you, whenever they reach out to you and they invite you to a gig and they are very, very excited. So that should be a trigger for you. It's a good time when they're excited to work with you, but it also should set off at least a little bit of alarm bells. Whenever they're ready to work with you, to pay any price you choose, they just jump right in and they invite you and they want to work with you right now. They don't need a call, of course, but this should be setting off some alarm bells. Like, why do they want to work with you so badly? What is this telling me about this client? If they just want to get straight to it, they want to know your price, they want to pay you, you might want to double check that. They could be a good client. You need to get them on a call, but if they won't get on a call, then they're not going to be a fit. And usually my experience with these clients who are really excited, they just want to go straight into it. They might even have sent you an offer. So let's say they've already sent you an offer. They've invited you and sent you an offer and you haven't even talked yet. That would be a red alert for me. That's probably not going to be the kind of client that I want to work with because it tells me that they don't value talking to me, getting to know me. They don't even want to know whether or not I can actually do the work or to describe the project to me. They don't even want to give me details. That's not someone I would work with, and that's going to turn out to be a bad client. if you're talking with the client and they don't really pay attention to your messages, they just kind of scan through anything that you write to them and they're like, yeah, okay, and they just kind of blow you off or just ignore things you say, that's going to be a bad client. Don't work with those people. If they cannot take a few freaking minutes to read through your messages, and you should be doing your best to send them concise and clear communications. Your messages should be clear if you're talking through chat. But if they're just taking that and they're like skimming over it, they're not getting into it, they're not paying attention to detail at least, don't work with those people. They don't value your time, they don't value your input, and they're not interested. They just want the job done and they don't care how it gets done. Screw those people. Okay, last big one for me is going to be clients who treat you like an employee. If a client's going to treat you like an employee, that is going to be a bad client. How will you know if they're going to treat you like an employee? Because they ignore your processes and systems. You tell them how you work. They say, this is how we work. And they say, if we hire you, we need you to work like this. But that's the wrong approach, okay? They're coming to you as a business. They're coming to you to solve their problems. If you were a laundromat and they offered to pay you whatever price you want, they offer to triple your rates, they offer to triple their spend, would you deliver your machines to their house so that they could wash their clothes with your machines? No. The answer is no, you wouldn't. It doesn't matter if they triple, it doesn't matter if they quadruple, you'd still only be making $4 instead of just $1. It wouldn't be worth it because it's a huge freaking hassle for you to move washing machines to someone's house just so they can wash their clothes. And that's why you don't do it. That's why they come to you. They've already came to you. Even if you're proposing to work with them, they're still the one with a problem to solve, and you're still the expert who is in the position to solve it. So if they want to work with you, if they want to solve their problem with you, if they want you to take care of that problem for them, then this is how it works. We do this way, we do this way, and then I deliver this way. For what I'm getting at is like, here's my work hours, here's how and when I respond to clients, here's how I deliver work, and here's how we decide whether or not this project went well and whether or not we need to make any adjustments. You have to have your processes mapped out, but if they're not willing and interested in that, if they say, well, we work through Slack, we do it this way, and we need you to be available 24/7 so that we can quickly communicate and blah, blah, blah. If they just are set in doing it their own way, drop those motherfuckers because you don't need them. And what's going to happen is this is going to hold you back from reaching higher levels. This is going to hold you back from being able to reach anywhere near 100K in a year, especially on Upwork, because what happens with these type of clients who they don't value you as a contractor. They don't see eye to eye. It's not like business owner. It's like they're a business owner, or they think they are, and you're an employee, but you're not. You are an independent contractor. By definition, as a freelancer on Upwork, you are a business owner. So you need to start acting like one. And if they're not going to treat you like that, that's going to be a huge problem for you, because what happens with these clients is they start treating you like an employee. Let's say you've got, they want to pitch you hourly rates, or they want to pay you however they want to pay you. Let's say they even agree to pay you the way you want to be paid. They give you $5,000 for the deliverables that you described, but then they also want to have you on call 24/7. They're messaging you on Skype in the middle of the night. They're expecting quick responses. They're blowing up your email all day long. They're constantly asking for changes. And what happens is even though they're paying you the price you wanted for the actual job, the other stuff on the back end starts to fill up your time. It expands and it fills in the spaces of your time. And then soon what happens is you feel overwhelmed, extremely pressured, anxious, and you suddenly can't deal with all of the other clients that you have, if you have them, or you don't have time for applying to clients and prospecting and bringing in new clients, because one single client will be taking up all of your time. They will eat away your time, and you will end up having to give all of your time to them. Therefore, you can't grow as a freelancer. You can't grow as a business because you don't have time to bring in new customers and new money. And for that reason, that makes that one client shitty, and you need to not work with them. If you're already working with one of those, you need to close that shit out. You need to end that contract. You need to let them know, we're going to go to here, and then it's stopping because I have to be able to grow as a business owner, as a freelancer. That's all I've got for you today. I know a lot of you are dealing with this. Look, it doesn't matter if you don't have any clients. It doesn't matter if you have one client. The amount of clients you have doesn't matter. To get leverage in the freelance game, if you want to start to have the leverage and power to get your demands, you simply start setting your demands. You have to know what you want, and then you have to say, this is how it is if you want to work with me. And you turn down anyone who's not on board with that. If you can do that, if you're willing to do that, if you're willing to take that risk which really isn't a risk. It's actually going to open you up and free you for more work to bring in more clients and get more sales. But if you're willing to do that, then you're going to have a better experience and you're going to hit your goals much, much faster. I promise you. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions about this. Drop them in a comment down below. You can reach out to me in the free Discord chat. If you want to go down there, the link's in the description. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe if you liked anything in this video. Click get notifications, all that stuff. I'm Sinister Lex. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.